Timberwolves on the brink after another crushing defeat in Oklahoma City. Thunder surge to commanding 2-0 lead in Western Conference Finals. If there's one thing NBA teams have learned the hard way this season, it's that Oklahoma City is a pitiless place to visit, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are now painfully reminded of that harsh reality. Oklahoma City, often overlooked as a tourist destination unless you're a serious enthusiast of the American Banjo Museum, offers little comfort or distractions for visiting teams. It's not a city that welcomes its opponents with open arms or warm hospitality. For the Timberwolves, it's become more of a battleground and a source of frustration. Earlier this year, the Wolves faced the Thunder on the second night of a back-to-back in OKC. The team arrived at 3 a.m. for a game the following day. The post-game decision was telling. Instead of resting in the city, the Wolves opted to hop on a plane and fly 3 hours west to Los Angeles, preferring the discomfort of travel over lingering in Oklahoma City's confines. Fast forward to now, and the Timberwolves may not have to endure that dilemma again this postseason, unless, of course, they drastically change course. After a humiliating Game 1 loss on Tuesday, Minnesota showed no signs of reprieve in Game 2 Thursday night at the Paycom Center. The Thunder dominated once again, carving out a commanding 118-103 victory before a raucous crowd of 18,203. The message couldn't be clearer. If Oklahoma City maintains this level of intensity and execution, this series will be over before it truly begins. Thunder's relentless second-half assault puts Wolves in a straitjacket. The story of this series so far has been the Thunder's ability to elevate their play in the second half, particularly in the third quarter, where they've turned the screws mercilessly on Minnesota. In Game 2, the Thunder exploded for a staggering 35 points in the third quarter, while holding the Wolves to just 21, once again showcasing a level of dominance that Minnesota simply can't match. By the time the fourth quarter tipped off, Oklahoma City led by 22 points. Though the Wolves clawed back to cut the deficit to 10 late in the game, it was too little, too late. And the vibe inside the Wolves' locker room was overwhelmingly somber. "We gotta be desperate," forward Jaden McDaniels said with a mix of frustration and urgency. "Every possession matters. Every game. Everything matters. We just gotta be super desperate and play smart." Desperation indeed, because the Wolves have shown flashes of competitiveness, but have been consistently outclassed in moments that matter most. The Thunder's unyielding pressure and execution have turned potential momentum shifts into missed opportunities for Minnesota. Thunder's balanced attack and Shai's MVP-caliber performance, Oklahoma City's star guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, continues to torment the Wolves with his MVP-caliber play. The guard dropped a devastating 38 points Thursday, including 13 from the free throw line, demonstrating an uncanny ability to navigate contact and draw fouls. "He's a handful to contain," Wolves coach Chris Finch acknowledged. "When there's contact, he's getting around us. We got to do a better job of squaring him up." The frustration boiled over in a tense moment when Jaden McDaniels, not necessarily angry but desperate to stop Shai, fouled him hard enough to draw a flagrant foul after shoving the Thunder star to the floor, a rare emotional flash amid a mostly subdued Wolves team. Alongside Shai's brilliance, the Thunder's supporting cast has also stepped up in a big way. Jalen Williams torched Minnesota for 26 points on 12 for 20 shooting, and hometown hero Chet Holmgren added 22 points, underscoring the Thunder's depth and balance. Wolves star Anthony Edwards shows grit but support at Yawolsi. Short on the Minnesota side, Anthony Edwards led the charge with 32 points, a significant improvement over Game 1 where he was much quieter offensively. Edwards nearly doubled his shot attempts and added 9 rebounds and 6 assists, showing aggression and determination. Coach Finch praised Edwards' effort. "We saw the aggressiveness from the beginning. He did a good job of finding his teammates and being aggressive, getting downhill and playing quicker off the spot, picking a direction and going, being smart in a crowd." But Edwards' brilliance was a bright spot in an otherwise dim supporting cast. Julius Randle, who had been a force throughout the playoffs, stumbled with just 6 points on 2 for 11 shooting and committed 4 turnovers. His struggles epitomize the Wolves' problems. "I got to get myself into actions, get myself on the move," Randle admitted. "We know what type of defense they are. They're going to swarm you. So I got to get myself into actions, setting screens, on the move. I think I was just standing and spectating a little too much today." Wolves' inconsistency and T.